probably some from another planet too. And I heard the news about Julie Perota on the radio. As soon as I heard it, I knew immediately I had to contact the family and to do whatever I can for this little girl. So what happened next was just such a memorable experience. I cannot believe how much a city came together, the city of North Bay came together at that time to respond to the need of this little girl. So we were there for about 5 days during the Heritage Festival, and we had a chance to talk to most people in North Bay about the critical shortage and the benefits and everything. And today we're sort of marking that's being part of the theme here is how a city could come together and how many other cities and towns right across our nation could come together and address this critical shortage of organ and tissue donation. Let every Canadian in Canada know of the need and the benefits. I've just encountered so many wonderful stories besides myself where people had received organ transplants and are leading very healthy lives. And also, I've encountered many people that have donated organs, and the benefits of donating organs. There's a lot of comfort that's brought to the family while they're going through the grieving period when they make this donation. There's just so many benefits. So now what we need to do is bring as much awareness and education to each and every Canadian in Canada. I think some of our legislation also needs to be changed also. Some of the other countries of the world that are experiencing great success in organ donations have such things as national registries and mutual consent, where there's an option available for the recipient to meet the family if both desires are mutual. These are things that we need to really look at in this country and change so that many more people can experience the same benefits that me and others have been experiencing. Just to touch on my upcoming 500-day trek, we're going to be starting in May of 2000, and we're going to be kicking it off in Toronto, and I'll be walking for 500 days straight. And it'll be for over 12,000 kilometers that I'll be doing this walk. And we're going to be doing this in conjunction with hundreds of organizations. And we're also going to have a torch, and we're calling it the Torch of Life, that will be passed from one community to the next, and it'll be passed through thousands of hands. And that'll be the families that have donated organs, people on the waiting list, people that have experienced a loss of their loved one waiting for organs, and politicians, and all different walks of life will be carrying this torch of life. Excuse me. So once again, I am very, very happy that the Premier is here. And just to recount the story there a little bit, while I was in North Bay at that time, I wrote him a letter, and he did look at it and read it and responded. And as a matter of fact, I think it was in early October that his office phoned me and asked me how I feel about being acknowledged in the throne speech. And I was just absolutely thrilled about that. Now, every day, at the end of the day, I hand in all my reports to my chairperson. At the end of that particular day, I couldn't hand him that report because I was told to keep it a secret until the throne speech. So I had this big secret inside me for a couple of weeks, but it was a very pleasant secret. So once again, I really thank all the media for coming out here, and all the people that have participated. And we are going to make this a much better country in the respect of that there will be more organs donated in the upcoming years. Thank you very much.
I want to say how encouraging it is to see so many people here, Jim, and the gang, of course, from Backstreet, Spice and Brittany, and all of you coming together in support of this very important cause. Organ donations are making a difference in people's lives, and people from kidney machines, they're restoring sight, they're saving lives. And here in Ontario, we have the technology and we have the resources to save even more lives through transplant surgeries, but we need more people to come forward as potential organ donors. Our province, and in particular our community, is full of generous respond to people in need, whether it's for organ donation or a bone marrow transplant or a blood drive. And if you just look at the way this whole city rallied around Julie Parada, you get an example of that. In this excellent campaign to raise awareness, North Bay came through to support Julie through this challenging time in her young life. That experience proves that people want to help, but we still need to reach out and we need to let people know how they can help. And sadly, Canada's organ donation rate falls behind many other countries. More people need to hear what a difference they can make by simply signing an organ donor card, and most importantly, by discussing their wishes in advance with their family. And that's why I'm happy to see George working so hard to raise awareness. Like me, thousands of people across Ontario were inspired by George Marcello and a whole step-by-step team as he walked across the province. And that's why I invited George to join me in the legislature for the throne speech, our inaugural throne speech this session. And at the same time, as you know, we announced the advisory committee to raise awareness with George's help, and we asked Don Cherry to be honorary chair of that advisory committee. And I don't know, maybe he can appear on stage. He can sing. Have you ever heard Don Cherry sing?
That sounds like a bear story.
Well, we're trying to leave no stone unturned here in how we can reach just as many people as we can. George's Ontario Walk was an unqualified success, helping thousands of people to choose to sign for organ donation, and I know he can do the same through the Cross Canada Walk. In closing, George, I believe I can speak for everyone here today in wishing you the best of luck as you embark on your coast-to-coast journey, and I can assure you you have my support and our government's support, and any support that I can bring. I'll be meeting, in fact, with the premiers from across the country early in February, and I'll enlist support from them, so you have a friendly reception as you go from border to border across this country. We all look forward here, too, to giving you another warm welcome as you come through North Bay again on your Cross Canada. Just because you've been here twice doesn't mean you can skip us, you know, on the Cross Canada Walk. We committed in the throne speech to doubling Ontario's organ donor rate. We'd like to see that happen across Canada. I believe North Bay is ready to do its part, and if we can just spread out as a little pebble in a pond ripples out across that pond, if we can now spread that feeling and enthusiasm that began this summer with Julie and with George here, I believe that we can accomplish that goal. So thank you for being here for this important day, and I hope everybody enjoys the concert. Jeffrey's ready to sing and clap, I'm pretty sure, and I think North Bay's ready to lead Ontario